you're all doing well. In last video, we people have started with your biotic succession, which is also called as your ecological succession, right? Definition of ecological succession, biotic succession, we people have done very well. I hope it is clear to you people, right? Then we have discussed type of succession, primary succession and secondary succession, right? If you are talking about primary succession, it starts from totally new place where life do not exist at all. Say for example from bare rock, right? Say for example from newly coaled lava. Am I clear? And many more example comes. If you are talking about your secondary succession, then this actually starts from a place where life do exist, but due to some reason, say for example some natural calamities like flood, like earthquake, like deforestation, or I mean to say a forest fire, these all are the natural calamities. Due to this reason, now at that place life do not exist. Am I clear? तो वहां से जो सक्सेशन शुरू होता है, that succession is called as your secondary succession. Am I clear? Of course, primary succession will take much more time in comparison to secondary succession. Can anyone say me the reason behind this? Yes. If you're talking about secondary succession, तो वहां पे life थी. मतलब there will be presence of some soil, there will be presence of some humus, there will be presence of some dead organic matter. So in secondary succession जो changes होंगे, that will be very quick than your primary succession. So dear students, this we people have discussed already in your previous video. We have also discussed what sort of changes takes place during this biotic succession. हमने पढ़ा था, yes or no, from like simple food chain to complex food chain, less diversity to high diversity, then Nike specialization, more Nike specialization, less number of species to more number of species. That is your biodiversity, etc. Right? All this thing, my dear students, we have completed so far. In today's video, specifically, we are going to focus on biological succession or biotic succession on bare rock. Am I clear? So what we are going to discuss, dear students, in this video, we are going to discuss succession on bare rock. Okay, dear students, some information you have to write in your notebook what I am speaking right now. Okay, so if I am talking about bare rock, तो in this जो series of changes होते हैं, series of developmental changes, एक के बाद दूसरा, दूसरे के बाद third, fourth, fifth, till climax community is formed, which is in equilibrium with surrounding atmosphere. Are you people getting my point? मैंने क्या बोला? वापस से एक बार, the series of developmental changes that occurs on bare rock is called as, yes, it is your lithosphere. Yes or no? What it is said? It is said as your lithosphere. So simply I can say the series of successional changes that occurs on bare rock, that is lithosphere. And we very well know that bare rock are deficient in water. They are dry. And so this lithosphere is also called as your xerosphere. What it is said? It is also said as xerosphere. Am I clear? So once again what I am saying, you have to write this in your notebook. The series of developmental changes, please note down what I am speaking. The series of developmental changes that occurs on bare rock, is called lithosphere. उसको क्या बोला जाता है बच्चों? lithosphere बोला जाता है. And yes, one point I want to share is that ये जो rock होते हैं, they are dry. Since, you have to write this point, since rocks are dry, lithosphere is also called as xerosia. Once again, since rocks are dry, lithosphere are also called as your xerosia. Am I clear? So this is what we are going to understand in this video, that is succession on bare rock, also called as lithosphere or xerosia. Am I clear? So I hope you understood this really very well. Okay, bachcho. If we are talking about rock, if we are talking about rocks, right, then they are hostile to living organism in the sense living organism वहां पे रह नहीं सकते. There are some reasons why these rocks are hostile to living organism. Why these rocks are hostile to living organism? Point number one, they do not have water. जैसे मैंने बोला, rocks are totally dry. Second point, they do not have any nutrient holding mechanism. जैसे soil, if we are talking about soil, तो आपकी जो सॉइल है वो न्यूट्रिएंट को होल्ड कर सकती है. इसका मतलब सिंपल वे में अगर मैं आपको बोलूं तो सॉइल के अंदर न्यूट्रिएंट्स मौजूद होते हैं. न्यूट्रिएंट्स आर प्रेजेंट. So what I told that soil can hold nutrients, but if we are talking about rocks, right, so they are having no such mechanism for holding nutrient. एक तो पानी नहीं है, एक तो nutrient नहीं है. And if sun is very high, इसका मतलब टेम्परेचर अगर बहुत ज्यादा है, then the surface temperature of rock will become too high. Are you people getting my point? Say for example, in case of summer where temperature is 49, 50 degrees Celsius, we are talking about this area, our area, right? 48 degrees Celsius is there. So इतनी ज्यादा धूप में आपको अच्छे से पता है रॉक का टेम्परेचर क्या होगा. सरफेस टेम्परेचर ऑफ रॉक विल गेट्स increase. Yes or no? Yes. So these are the three main reasons I can say that rocks are hostile to living organism. Okay, so my dear students, जो pioneer species है, pioneer species, pioneer community मैंने आपको बोला था. What is that? What is pioneer community? Who, yes, occupy that particular area for the very first time. For the very first time. So dear students, if I am talking about inhabiting species or pioneer species, okay, in case of temperate वो है lichens, in case of tropics वो है blue green algae. Am I clear? So from here I have written on board. What do people have to write? Rocks are hostile to living organism. Point number 2, rocks are dry. Point number 3, rocks do not have nutrient holding mechanism. Point number 4, if sun is high, मतलब if temperature is high, surface temperature of rock becomes too high. ठीक है? So the first species or pioneer species that inhabit this bare rock, right, वो कौन है? In temperate region वो है lichens, whereas in tropical region वो है आपकी blue green algae. So this point becomes important. ये point होगा आपका important. ठीक है? टेम्परेट रीजन में कौन है पायोनियर स्पीशीज? लाइकेन्स. ट्रॉपिकल रीजन में कौन है पायोनियर स्पीशीज? इज योर ब्लू ग्रीन algae. ठीक है? सो ये क्या पढ़ा हमने? दिस इज ऑल योर इंट्रोडक्टरी पोर्शन. नाउ वी आर focusing on various seral stages that occurs on bare rock. Seral stages, जो intermediate stages होते हैं वो, right? So here I have mentioned 2. That is your lichen stage. Okay, lichen stage, moss stage, then we are having annual grass stage, then we are having perennial grass stage, then we are having your shrub stage, and finally we are having your climax community. So वापस से एक बार मैंने कौन कौन से बोले? Lichens, mosses, annual grass. perennial grass, shrub and climax. Am I clear? So these 6 stages we are going to discuss one by one. Okay, so dear students, first I have written is of your lichen stage. Okay, since pioneer जो है वो कौन है, lichen है, right? So we are talking about your lichen stage. Okay dear students, सबसे पहली ये स्पीशीज है जो रॉक को इनहिबिट करती है, राइट? सो ये आई कहां से एक्चुअली, फ्रॉम समवेयर इट शुड कम एंड इनहेबिटेड एंड लीव ऑन रॉक्स, यस और नो? यस. तो सिंपल भाषा में अगर मैं आपको बोलूं तो विंड के साथ साथ जो लाइकेन्स के प्रोपेग्यूल्स है, प्रोपेग्यूल्स आर द रिप्रोडक्टिव स्ट्रक्चर. प्रोपेग्यूल्स क्या है? रिप्रोडक्टिव स्ट्रक्चर है. एम आई क्लियर? जो विंड के साथ साथ आते हैं. सो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग अबाउट विंड बॉर्न lichen propagules, right? Inhabited will come on rock and inhabitate there. Am I clear? So what I have written, this wind-borne lichen propagule. What is lichen propagule? Lichen propagule are your reproductive structures. Am I clear? So this wind-borne lichen propagule settle on rock after heavy rainfall or heavy dew. Okay, after heavy rainfall or dew, I can say. And dear students, once they are present on rock, they forms a very thin, very fine thread-like structure, जिसको आप बोलो rhizoid. What is rhizoid? Rhizoid you can compare with root-like structure. It's your root-like structure. Am I clear? Okay, dear students. So if you are talking about your lichen state, तो सबसे पहले wind-borne lichen propagule come over the rock surface after heavy rain or heavy dew. Once they are present over there, they forms root-like structure which is called as your rhizoid. Am I clear? And dear students, जो pioneer lichen है, pioneer lichen जो फर्स्ट इनहेबिटेट करेगी रॉक्स को, वो है क्रस्टस लाइकन. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, ये जो लाइकेन्स है, दिस लाइकेन्स कैन बी ऑफ 3 टाइप्स: क्रस्टस लाइकेन, फोलियोज लाइकेन एंड फ्रूटिकोस लाइकेन. If I am talking about your crustus lichen, right, then they are flat. Actually ये कैसे होती है? Flat and remains very close to substrate. Say for example ये rock है and ये क्या है? Crustus lichen, right? They are tightly attached to the rock. They are flat and they are tightly attached to the rock. तो ये हो गई आपकी crustus lichen. जैसे कि example I have written Graphis and Rhizocarpon. These are the example of your crustus lichen who first lives on rock. Okay, chalo. Then once this crustus lichen are present, it brings down very slow weathering of rocks. It brings down very slow, right, weathering of rocks and formation of soil. वो ये प्रोसेस बहुत धीरे धीरे होगी. रॉक को क्या करना है भाई? डिग्रेड करना है. इसके लिए लाइकेन्स जो है, दे आर गोइंग टू सिक्रीट एन एसिड. They are going to secrete an acid, that is your carbonic acid. They are going to secrete. Am I clear? They are going to secrete your carbonic acid. Am I clear? Here I have written your carbonic acid, and sorry, it's not lactic acid. Actually, it is your lichenic acid. ठीक है, acid which are present in lichen. So here, note down this point. For this, what they are going to secrete? Lichenic acid and carbonic acid. So once they are going to release this acid, what they do? They corrodes rock. They corrodes rock. Am I clear? Okay. And this makes depression. This makes small depression. चलो say for example, मान लीजिए कि ये क्या है? आपका रॉक है. ठीक है. अब इसके ऊपर चलो ये क्रस्टस लाइकेन है, मान लीजिए दिस इज योर क्रस्टस लाइकेन, एंड ये क्या है? उसका rhizoid. ठीक है, what they are going to secrete? They are going to secrete acid. लाइकेनिक एसिड है ये. कौन सा एसिड है? लाइकेनिक एसिड, lichen acid and carbonic acid. Simple as that I can say. Once this acid is released, it creates small depression. As you can see, can you see? रॉक में क्या बना बच्चों जी? छोटा छेद. डिप्रेशन. Depression. Am I clear? And in this depression, there comes wind-borne soil particles. कौन आते हैं? Wind-borne soil particles यहाँ पे चले आए, and यहाँ पे किसका डिपोजिशन हुआ बच्चों? अंडरस्टैंड वेरी केयरफुली. डिपोजिशन होता है ऑर्गेनिक मैटर का. किसका ऑर्गेनिक मैटर? ऑर्गेनिक मैटर फ्रॉम डेड lichen collects in this depression, and this invites larger lichens like foliose lichen to inhibit this rock. Am I clear? An example I have written, that is your Parmelia and Dermatocarpon. These are the example of foliose lichen. Foliose lichen, right? Again they are flat only. Foliose lichen कैसे बच्चों? फ्लैट ही है, लेकिन दे आर लीफी. दे आर लीफ लाइक. कुछ ऐसा स्ट्रक्चर होता है. आर यू पीपल गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? Yes, they are leaf-like. Am I clear? And once this foliose lichen are present over this rock, right, they makes larger depression. They makes larger depression. Can you see? And further in this depression, who will come? Soil particle will come. Organic matter from dead lichens will come. Are you people getting my point? Yes. And finally, this foliose lichen kills crustous lichen by shading them. ठीक है? Kills crustous lichen by shading them. मतलब क्या हुआ भाई? ये छोटी है, ये बड़ी है, तो बड़ी छोटे को क्या कर देगी? कवर कर देगी, right? Once it gets covered or shade, right? Ultimately ये जो crustous lichen है is going to die. Am I clear? So this is your, my dear student, lichen stage. So the next stage is your moss stages. Okay, dear students. Now, which lichen is present? Your foliose lichen. It's an flat again. It is right. It remains attached to substratum, but it is leafy. It is leafy. So, dear students, if you are talking about your foliose lichen, right? This foliose lichen creates larger depression, accumulates more amount of soil, more amount of organic matter, which makes condition favorable for the growth of hardy mosses. Hardy mosses का मतलब क्या होता है? Who require less amount of moisture or less amount of water for survival. Am I clear? So have a look what I have written. मैंने आपको ये बोला, once these foliose lichens are present, it makes condition favorable for growth of hardy mosses like Greenia and Tortula. ठीक है? These are the names of your hardy mosses. Am I clear? Dear students, if you are talking about your mosses, so of course mosses are larger in size. Mosses are larger in size and इनके जो rhizoids होते हैं, they penetrate deep inside the rock. ठीक है? In comparison to lichens, the rhizoids of mosses, my dear student, please recall, we have understood the same in your plant kingdom. Bryophytes ऐसा कुछ हमने पढ़ा था. Yes, वहां पे rhizoids मैंने आपको समझाया था, है ना? It's an root-like structure. So dear students, if I am talking about your mosses, then इनकी साइज बड़ी होती है in comparison to lichens. इनके जो rhizoids होते हैं, they penetrate deep inside the rock. Deep inside the rock. Am I clear? And धीरे धीरे जैसे foliose ने किसको कवर किया था? क्रस्टस को. वैसे ही दिस लार्जर मॉसेस शेड्स folious lichens and finally ये स्टेज खत्म. Are you people getting my point? So what I have written, mosses shed the lichen and hence replace them. Am I clear? Of course they are penetrating deeper inside the rock, so there will be more accumulation of soil and organic matter. Am I clear? So my dear students, if I am talking about substrate, substrate का मतलब आपको अच्छे से पता होना चाहिए. It's a place where mosses are living. That is your rock, right? So this substrate remains moist for longer period due to more accumulation of soil particle and organic matter. ये जो substrate है, it remains moist for longer period, and here once again starts the process called as weathering and fragmentation, making condition suitable for existence of moisture loving mosses. Condition suitable for moisture loving mosses जैसे कि hypnum and your bryum. Am I clear? These are moisture loving mosses. These are moisture loving mosses. Am I clear? तो बच्चों, to sum up what we have started with your biotic succession on bedrock, जिसको आप lithosphere, xerosphere भी बोल सकते हो. We have started with your two stages. In this video, we have completed your two stages. Number one is your lichen stage and number two is your moss stage. लाइकन स्टेज सबसे पहले है क्रस्टेस लाइकन, उसके बाद फॉलियोस लाइकन, उसके बाद हार्डी मॉसेस, उसके बाद मॉइस्चर लविंग मॉसेस. एम आई क्लियर? एग्जाम्पल अगर आपको याद रहे तो रखने हैं, इंपॉर्टेंट है. क्रस्टेस लाइकन ग्राफिस एंड राइजोकार्पन, फोलियोस लाइकन डर्मेटोकार्पन पार्मेलिया, मॉसेस hardy mosses Grimmia tortula, and moisture loving mosses are your bryum and your hypnum. Am I clear? So I hope ये आपको अच्छे से समझ में आया. Right? Once again, ये जो प्रपेग्यूल है लाइकन के, विंड के साथ रॉक पे आके रहेंगे आफ्टर हैवी रेनफॉल और ड्यू. फाइन थ्रेड्स बनाते हैं जिसको आप बोलो राइजोइड्स. कौन से है लाइकेन? ये क्रस्टस लाइकेन है. दे ब्रिंग्स डाउन स्लो वेदरिंग ऑफ रॉक एंड फॉर्मेशन ऑफ सॉइल. फॉर दिस दे आर गोइंग टू सिक्रिएट लाइकेन एसिड एंड कार्बनिक एसिड. कोरोजन ऑफ रॉक, स्मॉल डिप्रेशन, देयर इज एक्यूमुलेशन ऑफ सॉइल पार्टिकल एंड organic matter from dead lichen. Simple as that. This makes condition suitable for growth of larger lichen, foliose lichen, right? Which makes larger depression. Which makes larger depression. ज्यादा soil, ज्यादा organic matter. कौन आया? Hardy mosses. है ना? So I hope दिस इज वेरी क्लियर टू यू पीपल. ठीक है, आई होप ये आपको अच्छे से समझ में आया. ये वीडियो में हमने दो स्टेज पढ़े, लाइकन स्टेज एंड योर मॉस स्टेज. ओके, थैंक यू.